Welcome, everybody, to Law and Crime Daily. I'm Jesse Weber in for Brian Buckmire, along with Terry Austin. We're now nearly 2 weeks into jury selection in the trial for the death of Ahmaud Arbery. In all, 64 jurors are planned to be selected, and then that number will be whittled down to 16 before the trial can begin for the 3 Georgia men accused of Arbery's murder. Gregory and Travis McMichael and William Roddy Bryan face charges of malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault in the shooting of the 25-year-old. In February 2020, prosecutors say that father and son duo Gregory and Travis McMichael tailed Arbery in a pickup truck while he was out for a jog near his Brunswick, Georgia home. Travis McMichael opened fire and killed Arbery, claiming self-defense. Bryan followed along in his own vehicle, recording the incident on his phone. Jury selection began for all 3 men last Monday in Glynn County, Georgia, and that's where Law and Crime Daily host Brian Buckmire joins us now live. And Brian, it's good to see you. You spoke with Arbery's mother today, correct, about her thoughts on jury selection so far. What can you tell us?
Yes, Jesse. So just looking a little further back, we started with 19 jurors this morning. Started a little late because one was running late, actually, but quickly went to questions eliminating many of those 19 jurors. In fact, 4 jurors today said they knew Ahmaud, and when Jason Sheffield, the defense attorney for one of the McMichaels, Travis McMichael specifically, asked 2 questions that seemed to have possibly eliminated a number of jurors as well, with 8 jurors saying they already had a negative impression of Travis McMichael and the other defendants, and also they had a negative impression on the delay in the prosecution of this case. Now, as you said, Wanda Cooper Jones also came up and spoke to me about the jury selection process, both about her son and how they wanted the jury to know who he was, but also about the jury selection process as a whole. Wanda Cooper Jones said, while she may be soft-spoken at times when I spoke with her, her words were powerful when talking about Ahmaud and seeking the right jury for the trial.
Picking the correct jurors to make the correct decision, which is guilty, it's going to be very important that we get the right individuals. I feel confident that we'll get the right individuals because the same citizens of this county were able to get out the public defender of Jackie Johnson, the DA, who waited forever to make an arrest. So I'm confident that they will have their hearts in a good place and come in and listen to the facts of the case and make the right decision.
Brian, when you were speaking to Wanda Cooper Jones, how is she feeling, during the interview? How's she reacting to the ongoing trial, the jury selection process?
The way I would describe Ms. Cooper Jones is subtle strength. When you speak with her, you often have to lean in to hear what she's speaking about, but she has very strong words about her love for Ahmaud Arbery and also the process that we're going through. She's very hopeful that this conviction is going to come about, but she's also very proud of her community and believes that those here will come to the correct decision in finding the McMichaels and Bryan guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery.
Can't imagine what it's like for her. Now, we talk about the jury selection process. I got to ask you the million-dollar question. It's been lengthy so far. Are they getting closer to nailing down the final jurors? Did we see any big revelations in court today?
So nothing huge other than many people know Ahmaud Arbery or someone connected to the case in one way, shape, or form. But as I said earlier, those questions of the negative implications that people feel about this case, and so it's really causing a lot of people to be disqualified. Yesterday, we had 6 jurors join that prospective panel of qualified jurors who will be questioned later down the road. Today, I would be surprised, based on some of the answers that these prospective jurors gave, that we may have more than even 6 jurors who add to that list to get to that magic number of 64. Today, we started with 42 prospective jurors that were qualified to be able to hear this case. Of course, Everett has a peremptory challenges to whittle down to 12 jurors and 4 alternates, but I don't think it's going to happen this week. I would expect it to occur early next week.
And you and I had talked earlier in the day about kind of what that's going to look like with preemptory strikes going back and forth and debating over that. So I don't know. We're going to have an end in sight, but it's going to be difficult to see when this actually moves into opening statements. Brian, thank you so much for reporting back to us. Appreciate it as always.
It was the video that shocked the nation. An unarmed black jogger, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery, gunned down in broad daylight.
We are going to make sure that we find justice in this case.
The 3 men charged will now stand trial.
I told him stop till he hit me. I had nothing to do. There's nothing else I can do. You're a passerby coming through?
Nah, not necessarily.
That's my son that shot him. I was in the back of the truck.
Starting October 18th, watch live gavel-to-gavel coverage on the Law and Crime Network.